heart and my mind into agreement with the truth of who God is. And there is just nothing else. I mean, the word does that, but like there's something even when we do it corporately that our agreement transforms one another into the likeness of Christ. I don't know how it happens. It just does. And, you know, we know that this month's theme has been, again, I say rejoice. December was rejoice. And we extended that. Again, I say rejoice because we know Paul says in Philippians 4:4, rejoice in the Lord always. Again, I will say rejoice. Have you ever heard the term truth bears repeating? Okay? And I think God's on board with again, you know. It's the season of the reboot. Do you know that? Like they're rebooting everything. They're rebooting Punky Brewster. Like who's sitting around being like, you know what I really miss? I need more Punky Brewster in my life. You know what I mean? But they're rebooting that Alf, you know, maybe. All this stuff. But God is in the business of rebooting. He's in the business of reminding. He's in the business of us joining him in the again. So in that verse in Philippians, always can mean at all times. So literally rejoice all of the time. And if that weren't enough, rejoice again. And when repetition's in the Bible, I think we all know, it means like pay attention. This is really important. But don't stop there. It says rejoice in the Lord. And that's important too because rejoicing just doesn't mean you're always happy. I don't rejoice in my mortgage being paid. I don't rejoice in the paycheck coming in, and I don't rejoice in things just being right all the time. I'm rejoicing in the Lord. I'm rejoicing not just on the mountaintops, but in the valleys of my life. I'm rejoicing in the summer, and I'm rejoicing in the winter seasons of my life. I don't just rejoice when the blessing comes. I'm rejoicing expecting the blessing. I'm rejoicing in the expectation of his breaking in. So this is a powerful statement coming from Paul because we know he fell upon plenty of times when rejoicing would have been quite difficult. I mean, he says in 2 Corinthians, you know, I'm always suffering, but when I'm sorrowful, but I'm always rejoicing. How is that possible to be that way? And I just believe it's because he was rejoicing always in the Lord. He was always reminding himself that it was not in his own strength, it was not in the power of his situation that things were moving for him. It was because there was a God on a throne all the time, and he was unshakable.